हॅलो स्टुडंट, वेलकम टू अवर चॅनल महाराष्ट्र मीडिया. मी गायत्री सदाफळ पुन्हा एकदा तुमचं स्वागत करते महाराष्ट्र मीडिया यूट्यूब चॅनलवर. आज आपण स्टार्ट करणार क्लास 10 सायन्स पार्ट 2 चॅप्टर नंबर 5 टुवर्ड्स अ ग्रीन एनर्जी. क्वेश्चन नंबर फर्स्ट, रिमेक द टेबल टेकिंग इन टू अकाउंट रिलेशन बिटवीन एंट्रीज इन 3 columns. Okay, here is a question. See the answers of that question. First, coal is the thermal energy and producing thermal plant. Uranium, nuclear energy, nuclear power plant. Water reservoir, potential energy, hydroelectronic plant. Wind kinetic energy, wind electricity plant. Question number 2, which fuel is used in the thermal power plant? What are the problems associated with this type of the power generation? Answer, the fuel used in the thermal power plant is coal. Coal contains chemical energy. Upon burning, it releases heat energy. This heat is used for the generation of electricity in thermal power plants. Second point, problems associated with the power generations by thermal power plant. A, air pollution due to the burning of the coal. There is the emission of the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide gases. These are harmful and toxic to health. B, soot particles emitted during the combustion can cause several respiratory problems such as asthma. Question number 3, other than the thermal power plant, which power plant use thermal energy for power generation? In what different ways is the thermal energy obtained? Answer, first point, the power plant based on the natural gas and the nuclear power plants also use the thermal energy for the power generation. Apart from this, solar energy is used to produce heat and thereby create the power. Second point, in nuclear power plant, the energy is released by the carrying out a fission of nuclei of atoms like uranium or plutonium. This energy is used to generate the steam of the high temperature and high pressure. The steam rotates the turbine. The kinetic energy in steam drives the turbine and the turbine in turn drives the generator. Third point, the combustion of the natural gas produces gas which is used to run the turbine. This gas is under high pressure and high temperature. This is used to produce thermal energy. Fourth point, in solar thermal power plants, thermal energy is generated with the help of solar radiation. For this, reflectors and absorb are used for concentrating solar radiation and converting it into thermal energy. Question number 4, which type of power generation involve maximum number of steps of energy conversion, in which power generation is the number minimum? Answer, the steps of the energy conversion are maximum in thermal power generation. They are minimum in wind energy generation. Question number 5, the maximum energy generation in India is done using dash dash energy. Maximum energy generation in India is done using thermal energy. Okay, so put out here a thermal energy. Okay. B, dash dash energy is renewable source of energy. Wind energy is the renewable source of the energy. Right here wind. Okay. Solar energy can be called dash dash energy. Solar energy can be called clean energy. Okay, so right here clean. Okay. D, energy of wind is used in the windmills. Kinetic energy of wind is using the dash dash energy of wind is used in the windmills. Answer, kinetic energy of the wind is used in windmills. D, option C here. D, kinetic energy. Put here a kinetic energy. Okay. E, dash dash energy of water in the dams is used for the generation of electricity. Potential energy of water in dams are used for the generation of electricity. Here potential energy. Okay. Question number 6, explain the differences, that is a conventional and non-conventional source of energy. Conventional source of energy. First, conventional source of energy are largely polluting. This release lot of carbon through its emissions. Second point, conventional sources of energy are not eco-friendly. Third point, the fuels produced from the conventional source of energy are comparatively costlier. Conventional energy power plants require less area and its management Cost is also less. Conventional source of energy are non-renewable. Conventional source of energy are in the form of the limited reserves. After few years, they will be completely over. Example: fossil fuels, coal, crude oil, diesel, petrol, natural gas, etc. Non-conventional source of the energy. First point, non-conventional source of energy are the not polluting. They do not release carbon or other toxic gases. Second, non-conventional source of energy are eco-friendly. The energy obtained from the non-conventional source of energy are comparatively cheaper. 4 point, the non-conventional energy power plants require more area and its management cost is also more. 5th point, non-conventional source of energy are renewable. 6 point, non-conventional energy sources are in abundance on the earth. They are persistent and sustainable. Thus they will not get over. Example: solar energy, wind energy, etc. B. Thermal electricity generation and solar thermal electricity generation. Thermal electricity generation: after burning the coal, the heat that is produced is used in the generation of thermal electricity. Second point, for producing heat, the coal is burned in the boilers. Third point, the combustion of coal produces heat. This heat converts the water into steam, which is under the very high temperature and pressure. By its force, the turbines move. The turbines in turn are connected to the generator, which rotates and produces energy. Thermal energy is polluting and not eco-friendly. The fuel here is a coal. Its reserves are limited. Solar thermal electricity generation. First point, solar radiations are used in the solar thermal electricity production. Second point, for production of the heat, many reflectors are used which reflect the radiations of the sun into the absorbent. Third point, sun's heat converts the water into steam that rotates the turbine. The turbines then rotate the generators. These generators they generate the electricity. Solar energy is not polluting; it is eco-friendly. The solar radiation are in abundance and are sustainable and persistent. Question number 7. What is meant by the green energy? Which energy sources can be called as a green energy sources and why? Give example. Answer: green energy means the eco-friendly form of energy which does not possess environmental problems and are non-exhaustible, perpetuable and sustainable. These sources of energy do not produce toxic gases or other pollutants, therefore they are safe. Example of the green energy are hydraulic energy, wind energy, solar energy and energy obtained by the biofuels. Question number 8. Explain the following sentences. Energy obtained from the fossil fuels is not a green energy. Answer: fossil fuels like a petrol, diesel or natural gas, when burnt, emit toxic gases and soot particles. Thus fossil fuels cause air pollution. Burning of fossil fuels cause the increased level of the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide. The increase the carbon dioxide emission result in the global warming. Nitrogen oxide result later in the acidic rain. Soot particles generated through the burning of fuels cause the respiratory problems like asthma. Moreover, the fossil fuels are non-renewable and the exhaustible fuels. They have to be explored from the deeper layer of the earth, causing lots of environmental problems. Green energy is a sustainable, renewable and abundant. It never creates any environmental problems and is non-polluting. Thus, energy obtained from fossil fuels is not all a green energy. B. Saving energy is need of the earth. Answer: in modern civilization, continuous energy supply is needed for the technology and development. The energy has become a more basic need for the man. Most of the energy used in the India is obtained from the thermal power plant. For this energy generation, various fuels are used. The coal and the fossil fuels are limited due to the over-explosion. These reserves are getting fast depleted. Use of fossil fuels are also resulting in pollution and the climate change. Nuclear energy can be very hazardous. Lot of research is being done in this field of green energy, but the tremendous human population always is in need of more energy. Therefore, each and every person should have the energy as a saving energy is need of the hour. Question 9. Answer the following. A. How can we get the required amount of energy by connecting solar panels? The photovoltaic solar cells can be connected in a series or in parallel to make the solar panel. Second point, when solar cells are connected in series, the potential difference of the individual cell are added in the combination. However, the current from the individual cells are not added. When solar cells are connected in a parallel, the currents of the individual cells are added in the combination, but the potential differences from individual cells are not added. Through such a connections, the required potential difference and current can be added. Many such solar panels are connected in series and in parallel to generate the required current and the potential difference. When many solar panels connected in series, they form a solar starring. Many solar starring connected in parallel make a solar energy. In such a manner, we can get the required amount of energy by connecting solar panels. B. What are the advantages and limitations of solar energy? Advantages: while generating the power through a solar radiation, no fuel is burned. Solar energy generation thus does not create any type of pollution. The technology can be completely utilized in regions with abundant sunlight. Second, solar energy is eco-friendly green energy. Second point, limitations. In that first, sunlight is available only during daytime. Thus, solar cells can generate power only during day. In a rainy season and in cloudy conditions, solar power generation suffer. The power present in the solar set in DC, while most of the domestic equipment work on AC. Question number 10. Explain with the diagram step by step energy conversion into thermal power plant. Chemical energy in a coal, thermal energy, after that kinetic energy, and it is converted to kinetic energy of turbine, and it is converted into electrical energy. Okay, in thermal power plant, the turbines are rotated using steam. Here the coal is burned. The energy liberated from this burning is used to heat the water in a boiler. This water produces steam for very high temperature and pressure. The kinetic energy is the steam rotates the turbines. The rotation of the turbines produces its own mechanical kinetic energy. The generators connected to the turbines produce electrical energy. The steam is condensed in a condenser and converted back into a water. In this way, in a thermal power plant, thermal energy to the kinetic energy into mechanical energy, and mechanical energy to electrical energy are conversion takes place. Nuclear power plant. In nuclear power plant is the nuclear energy converted into thermal energy converted into kinetic energy in steam, and kinetic energy is in turbine, and this again converted into electric energy. In nuclear power plant, the energy is released by fission of the nuclei of the atom like uranium and plutonium. This energy used to generate the steam or high temperature. In the high pressure, the kinetic energy in the steam rotates the turbine. The turbine in turn drives the generator to the produce energy, electricity. Question C. Solar thermal power plant. Concentrations of the for collecting sunlight gives rise to observer for observing the concentrated sunlight, give rise to steam turbine, gives rise to electrical generator, gives rise to electrical energy. Solar radiation is used to produce thermal energy. For this purpose, many reflectors are used which concentrate the solar radiation and on absorbs the heat energy created due to the solar radiation is used to make a steam. The steam possesses a kinetic energy. This kinetic energy drives turbine and generator. The electric energy is thus created from the kinetic energy. After that, hydraulic energy, the potential energy of water converted into the kinetic energy in floating water. After that, which is converted into kinetic energy of turbine, which converted into electrical energy. In hydraulic plant, the water stored in a reservoir is used as a source of potential energy. This water is made up to fall at the great speed, and hence their production of the kinetic energy is flowing water. This fast flowing water railing down from the reservoirs is brought to the turbine at the lower levels. The kinetic energy of the flowing water in turn drives the turbine. The turbine then drives the generator, and the electrical energy is produced. Question number 1. Give the scientific reasons. A point. The construction of a turbine is different for different type of power plants. Answer. Generators work on the principle of the electromagnetic induction. For this, the generator must be rotated. For this purpose, there is a turbine for each generator. This rotation needs energy. The turbines are different according to the type of energy source that is used for its rotation. Therefore, the construction of the turbine is different for each power plant. B. It is absolutely necessary to control the fission reaction in nuclear power plant. Nuclear fission reaction is a type of the chain reaction in nuclear power plant. These reactions are closely controlled. If these reactions are not managed properly, there can be more production of the neutrons and uncontrolled way. Each released neutron further causes a fusion of the three uranium atoms. Such uncontrolled reaction can cause hazardous accidents. Hence, it is absolutely necessary for control the fission reaction in the nuclear power plant. C. Hydraulic energy, solar energy and wind energy are called as renewable energies. Answer. Hydraulic energy, solar energy and wind energy is obtained respectively from the flowing water, solar radiations and flowing wind. These sources, that is water reservoirs, sun and the wind, are the inexhaustible and sustainable. They will not be finished. On the contrary, the conventional energy sources such as coal and fossil fuels have limited reserves. They cannot be renewed and may get exhausted in future. Hydraulic energy, solar energy and wind energy can be replenished and hence they are called as a renewable. Question number D. It is possible to produce energy from the MW and milliwatt and the megawatt using solar photovoltaic cells. In that first point, solar panels can be constructed by connecting the solar photovoltaic cells in either series or in parallels. Second, the combinations are done in a such a way that it can give the desired potential difference and the current. Third point, solar strings are then made by joining solar panels in a series. When solar strings are joined in a parallel, they form solar array. Therefore, by proper combinations, it becomes possible to produce energy from megawatt to milliwatt to megawatt using solar photovoltaic cells. Question number 12. Draw a schematic diagram of the solar thermal electrical generation. See here diagram. After that, question number 30. Give your opinion about whether their hydraulic plants are environment or eco-friendly or not. Hydraulic plants are the advantageous in some respect, while some aspect it does create problem. Hydraulic power generation does not need burning of the fuels, therefore there is no problem regarding combustion of fuels and release of toxic pollutants. Electricity can be obtained as when required if there is enough water in the reservoir. Water is replenished every time when there is a sufficient rainfall. All above facts give an impression that hydroelectric power generation is eco-friendly, but it is not. Many villagers and the settlements are the submerged when dam and reservoir is constructed. The displaced people are given resettlement, but it causes lot of emotional trauma of people. Uh, Biodiversity is affected as the forest lands is submerged. The river flow is obstructed by the dam, which affects the aquatic organism residing in such water. Due to the excessive pressure of the water on land, it is said that region gets prone to the earthquake. Question number 40. Draw neat label diagrams. Energy transformation in solar thermal electric energy generation. Concentrations for the collecting sunlight gives rise to absorber for absorbing the concentrated sunlight, gives rise to steam turbine, gives rise to electrical generator, and after that electrical energy. Viewpoint. One solar panel produces a potential differences of the 18 volt and current of the 3 ampere. Describe how you can obtain a potential difference of the 72 volt and current of 9 ampere with a solar array using solar panels. You can use the sign of a battery for solar panel. Give a potential difference of the 18 volt and current of the 3 ampere. The requirement of the potential difference is of 72 volt and the current is a 9 ampere. Voltage remains the same if connected in parallel and gets added if they are connected in series. Current remains the same if connected in series but adds if it connected in parallel. Question number 50. Write a short notes on the electrical energy generation and environment. Answer. The energy obtained through the fossil fuels as well as nuclear energy can cause degradation of the environment. In such energy sources are used, they can cause a harm to the environment. First point, the burning of the fossil fuels cause the air pollution. The incomplete combustion of the fossil fuels cause the release of carbon monoxide, some more toxic gases and soot particles causes various respiratory disease. The carbon dioxide produced is creating global warming and climate change. The nitrogen dioxide released through the burning is responsible for acid rains. Fossil fuels are limited, they are getting fast depleted. It has taken millions of years for the fossil fuels to form. The exploitation of such fuels will also cause environmental degradation and marine pollution too. Third point, if production of the nuclear energy, there is a great risk of accidents. The safe disposal of nuclear waste is also a problem. Fourth point, hydroelectric power from water reservoir, wind power from wind, solar energy from sun, and electricity from the biofuels are eco-friendly alternatives. Thank you students. For more updates, please like and share and subscribe the channel.